Hi guys, it's Sheila Shimmers. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing another foundation wear test, and this is going to be in a very affordable brand. It is from Wet n Wild, and it is called the Photofocus Dewy Foundation. So I did try their matte version of this, and I wasn't really a fan. Honestly, it was just too matte for me because I have dry skin, and I tend to reach for things that are a little bit more like natural and just, you know, dewy. So as soon as I saw this, I was really intrigued. It did come out a couple of months ago. Honestly, I had no idea. I don't know where I was living, but I didn't know that they actually came out with this. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. I already have my eye makeup on, as you can see, so we're gonna just jump right into the foundation. Okay, so I have the Ulta website right here. It retails for $6.50, and it's right now buy one get one 50% off. So that's pretty good. It brings almost 1 fluid ounce. It brings 0.95 ounces. So it says it's weightless, super nourishing foundation that delivers natural all-day wear, silky and creamy. The coverage is easily buildable from medium to full, and it easily transitions from day to night wear. Ideal for normal to dry skin types, this nourishing formula blends seamlessly, blurs imperfections, and helps minimize the appearance of pores for a perfectly smooth, dewy finish. So Wet n Wild is cruelty-free, gluten-free, talc-free, and vegan. So at Ulta, they have about 10 shades available. I don't know how many shades are on the Wet n Wild website, but that is what is at Ulta. So to start, I'm going to be priming my face. I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild Prime Focus Hydrating Priming Serum, and this is how it looks like right here. I bought this because Juicy Jazz has mentioned it on her channel, and she says that she loves this. It's really cute. It has some kind of glow to it, and it has this little dropper. So I'm going to go ahead and just use the little dropper, see how this works. Ooh, it's really runny. Okay, so I'm going to move fast here. It's kind of like a little oil, and it smells really perfumey, so I don't know how I'm gonna like that because fragrances and my skin, they tend to not blend together well. Okay, so this literally feels like I just wet my skin with like some perfume. That is literally what it feels like, but honestly, it doesn't feel bad so far, so I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to go ahead and do half of my face with a sponge. I'm going to be using the Hailey's Beauty one, and the other half, I think I'm going to be using the It Cosmetics Flat Kabuki. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to start with the sponge just because you guys know I love that side. And I'm going to start on this side, which I have more blemishes to cover up. So by the way, the packaging of this is identical to the matte. It's glass packaging. It has this little plastic cap, and then it has like this little spatula as the application. And I don't really mind it. I feel like it's easy to just like kind of buff into the skin like this. But personally, I would prefer like a little pump. I'm going to go ahead and blend this. Wow, that is covering. Just from that little application, it covered a lot. Honestly, Wet n Wild products are really good. The matte one definitely looked good on my skin. I just didn't like how like mattifying it was throughout the day, and like it was just too matte for my skin. And obviously when I saw that it broke me out, I was like, yeah, no. But overall, it was a really nice foundation. So the people that do enjoy it and do like it, I can totally see why. So that was really nice right there. I didn't even apply like a full pump, I feel like. I'm going to go ahead and just put a little bit more. We're going to just do a half of our face, like full coverage. Right now I would say like we're at a medium, but I am definitely liking this. So I'm going to go ahead and just apply it right there and try to cover up just that little cheek area. Shade-wise, I didn't even tell you guys what shade I'm using. So I'm using the shade Golden Beige, and I feel like it's perfect for my skin. I'm pretty sure I just picked this because this is the one I had on the matte. Okay, so the other one was a Photofocus Liquid Foundation. That's the one I'm talking about that my skin just did not like. Guys, this is looking pretty nicely. I'm just going to try to put a little bit more on my cheeks because I feel like we can do better than this. We can definitely do better. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm going to try to get like really in there on my nose. I feel like that looks good. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the brush side. But overall, guys, you're seeing how much this covered. I'm pretty happy with how it's looking so far. Okay. So I'm going to put a little bit less. Ooh, I always get it on my hair. Just because I feel like brushes always have more coverage. And I don't want to go too far too soon. Okay. So with the brush, it's like applying really nicely, but it definitely takes a little bit longer. Just applying a little more. Not that I feel like I need it, but I feel like I applied so much on the other side. I'm definitely enjoying the dewiness of this, like, a lot. Okay, so right there, I feel like it's at a medium coverage. I can still see some little things peeking through. I feel like if I were to use like the NARS Radiance foundation, that is definitely a full coverage one. I'm just gonna go ahead one more time because I just wanna, today I just wanna go for that really, really full coverage. Like I don't want anything peeking through. I'm just gonna go over it. I'm just going over it with the brush because I feel like the brush definitely gave me like a really nice coverage. So I'm just gonna leave it right there. I feel like that's where I'm good with it. By the way, it feels like so comfortable on the skin. That's why I kept applying it, because it didn't feel like I had anything. I really like it. I'm gonna come a little close. My skin is definitely feeling like I have makeup on it, but it just looks really, really nice. And I feel like once I have the powder and everything, it's gonna look really good. I'm going to go ahead and actually conceal underneath my eyes today. I'm going to be using this Judith August Cosmetics Orange Masking Cream. And I'm going to go ahead and take this little peachy color over here. Brush that I usually use for like mask, but so now I'm going to blend. I really like this little concealer wheel. If you don't want to get something like this, I'm pretty sure they're available at Walmart, but I know Pixie has something very, very similar that works just the same, but honestly, this is my favorite. I love it. Now I'm going to be going in with a little bit of concealer. I'm going to be using the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer, and this one I have in the shade 60N. So I'm just going to on over it with this over top, and honestly, it's going to be really similar colors. And that's what I love about that wheel, is that the peachy one is like so much closer to your skin tone that you don't even have to like apply concealer if it matches you really well. Okay, so now I'm going to be applying the rest of my makeup, and I'll be right back to give you guys my final thoughts and what I feel about it. Alright you guys, so here's the final look. I really like it. Definitely don't know what's happening on my lips right now because I just really felt like using this Koala, I think it's called, yeah, this Koala ColourPop lipstick. But I feel like I could have gone with a nude and been okay. I don't know. But I feel like it looks cool. I never do things like this. So anyways, I really like the foundation, I have to say. I really like the finish of it. I feel like it doesn't look as dewy right now, obviously because I just recently set it. But it just feels really nice. I feel like it was so easy to build up. You guys saw like how easy it was to just keep building and building and building. And I like have a lot of foundation on my face, but I don't feel like I have like a ton either. Like it doesn't feel like absolutely anything on the skin. The skin is really comfortable. I don't see any fine lines anywhere, any wrinkles or any texture, anything like that. The color is kind of like, I don't want to say oxidizing, but kind of like set into like a more golden shade than when I first applied it. So I wouldn't call it oxidizing though, because it happened like as soon as I blended it out. But I really like it. I feel like for the prices, obviously you can't beat Wet n Wild prices. They're just so good. Like for less than $7, having a full foundation, a full coverage foundation that looks like this, it's so good, and it brings like a whole ounce. So I really want to see if it breaks me out, because that was my main problem with the other one, and it's the reason why I didn't continue to use it. But Wet n Wild is one of my favorite brands from the drugstore in general. I feel like I choose Wet n Wild products over my high-end ones all the time. So I'm really excited to have this one and to give it a second try. Also for the Prime Focus Primer, I really can't say anything right now other than the fact that my skin just looks really nice. I haven't tried any of these products like separately yet to see which one is doing the difference. It did feel a little bit weird. It did feel like I was putting some kind of like fragrance on my skin or something like that, but honestly, I mean, it doesn't smell bad. Just like, it's just weird. But I do feel and see that there's some kind of like little shimmers and glitters in here. They do not transfer onto your face once you put it on, but it does give you some kind of like a glow to your skin. So I really like that. So yeah, so far I really have no complaints. So I'm not seeing like any dryness around my nose or anything, so that's really good. That's usually where the areas where I do have a problem. And honestly, everything looks, I mean, I have nothing bad to say about this, so I don't know what to tell you. I just really like it, okay? Alright, you guys, so it is moment of truth right now. I waited a little bit longer than what I usually do for my first check-in, but I wanted to show you guys like how it actually wears, and like I didn't want to, I don't know, I didn't want to come here 2 hours later saying like, oh, it looks the same, but it pretty much still looks the same. It's been 5 hours. My mascara did transfer a little bit down to the foundation. That's because I was like eating and like hanging out on the couch and like not paying any mind to my makeup, and I'm sorry about that, but like I forgot. Anyways, but everything else is looking really nicely. I think the foundation looks pretty nice. It's been 5 hours since I've been wearing it. I think it looks more matte than like a dewy finish. Honestly, I don't think I agree with the whole dewy finish from this. I think it's more like a natural finish, I would say, and the parts that you do set it, they do look more of like a matte look. On my dry skin, I don't know if it's the same for people that have like combination or normal, but just on me, that's how it started looking. There's some areas here where I would like dare to say that it looks like a matte foundation. Not in a bad way, like it's a really nice finish and I really like how everything looks, especially the coverage. I feel like the coverage of this is amazing, but I don't know if it's like a dewy foundation in my opinion. So I don't know, maybe I'll have to like see other people's reviews on it, because the only one I've seen is from Juicy Jazz, which was the reason I bought this in the first place, but she has, I'm pretty sure, combo skin. So I haven't seen anybody mention this that has dry skin. So I think I want to like go back and see how it works for them, because for me it's just looking pretty matte. Okay, you guys, so I don't know, it's looking pretty nice. So far, I really like it. Like I said, the real test for this foundation is going to be when I take it off, and maybe tomorrow if I see any pimples come up or anything like that, that's what's going to be like the definer for me using this foundation or not. But so far, it's a good one for me. I feel like it passed the test, because that 5-hour mark for me is what does it. I feel like on my shin is where it starts looking a little bit like messy after a couple hours, and it's not looking like that. So I'm just really happy with how everything looks, and I feel like I'm repeating myself now. So anyways, I'm just gonna end the video here, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna just put a little disclaimer on the description box, letting you guys know if it did break me out or not. And like I said, I'm gonna go check some videos of some people with dry skin using this foundation to see how they like it. But so far for me, it is approved and I love it. I feel like I'm gonna be using this a ton, especially for those days where I want more coverage, because I don't think I have such a comfortable foundation like this that is full coverage. I feel like the ones that I have, like the Born This Way and the NARS Radiant, are just very heavy foundations that are just like, I don't feel so comfortable wearing them all the time because of how heavy they feel on my skin. And I feel like, I don't know, they kind of give me this feeling that they're like clogging my pores for some reason, and I don't feel like with this. I know it's all in my head, but I don't feel that with this. So yeah, I really like it so far, and yeah, I'm gonna give you guys an update on the description box, so be sure to check that out. And as always, please don't forget to subscribe below, like this video, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye!